What's up guys, Don Drinks Coke here. So, the initial spoilers for chapter 1067 are finally out and I'm here to talk about it. So let's get into it, shall we? Alright, so this week's chapter is titled Punk Records. And on the cover story, we see Caesar and Judge are fighting. Yeah, I really thought that we were going to move on from the Germas, but it seems like it's not over yet. I really hope that this week is going to be the last cover story we're going to see about the Germas though. Alright, so the first line says that Vegapunk was born a genius, but he also ate the Nomi Nomi no Mi, which means the brain fruit in Japanese, and that the Nomi Nomi no Mi allows Vegapunk to have unlimited brain storage capacity. That's why his head was so big. So there was actually a theory inside of the community that said that Vegapunk had a devil fruit and that if he had a devil fruit, he would have eaten the brain fruit. So it seems that this chapter does confirm the theory. So it seems like this week Oda decided to debunk one of our theories that Vegapunk is part of the elongated head tribes that is connected to the moon, because his head is not elongated because of his race, but because of his devil fruits and his Giga Brain. But yeah, the next line says that Punk Records is the upper part of the egg at the top of the island, and that the interior of Punk Records is made out of the brains of Vegapunk. So this also debunks one other theories that we were speculating last chapter, because we thought that the reason why Vegapunk's brain suddenly got small was because he gave all parts of his brain to the 6 Vegapunks. But this seems not the case. It seems like his brain got so big that his body was not able to contain it. That's why he needed an actual physical space to contain all of his knowledge. But yeah, then the ancient robot that Luffy's group finds was created during the Void Century, and that 200 years ago the robot attacked the world government. And this is actually very interesting because the robot might have attacked the world government because it was programmed to do so. Or there's also a possibility that the robot was controlled by someone that decided to attack the world government with it. Because if you remember from last chapter, Vegapunk tried to warp inside of the robot. He was either trying to control the robot, or even better, he was trying to access the robot's memories, the robot's records. And if that is the reason why Vegapunk was trying to warp with the robot, this just makes everything even more crazy. Because that robot may contain informations like we never ever seen before. We might see what the people from back then looked like. We might see what the 20 kingdoms looked like. We might see what happened to the Lunarians. We might even see who is Imsama, a glimpse of Imsama, or just about anything about Imsama. This is just about to be crazy. Alright, so next line says that CP0 arrives at Egghead Island, but that they are denied access to it. So it seems like Vegapunk actually allowed the Straw Hats to come inside of Egghead Island, because if CP0 was denied access and the Straw Hats entered Egghead Island rather easily, it seems like Vegapunk actually did expect Luffy and the Straw Hats to arrive. He probably allowed them in for protection, or he has actually something very important to talk about with Luffy. But yeah, at the end of the chapter, the real Kuma, who is in Kingdom of Kamabaka, gets up and starts running. And oh boy, this is about to be crazy, because if Kuma is running towards the direction of Egghead Island, then in this arc we might see a daddy crisis from Bonney. She's going to see the real Kuma, she's going to see the robot's Kuma, and she's going to see the Seraphim Kuma. She's going to have a heart attack, I swear to God. And if Kuma is actually coming to Egghead, then I do expect some revolutionary army to show up as well. Because obviously, they just got back Kuma, they wouldn't let Kuma go again. That's why I presume that some other revolutionary army are going to show up at Egghead. And I really hope that it's going to be Dragon. If Dragon does appear on Egghead, this is just going to be the cherry on top that's going to make this arc a 10 out of 10. So give me your thoughts, guys. What did you think about the spoilers? Did you expect Vegapunk to actually have a devil fruit? And what do you think the robot is here for? And what do you think is going to happen to Kuma? Is Kuma actually coming to Egghead Island? And are some Revolutionary Army members going to come as well? Because I really hope Dragon is going to appear. But anyways, next week is going to be break week, so I am going to cover even more stuff about One Piece. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for more One Piece content just like this onto your feed every single week. So until next time, drink some Coke.